Let me just take you from the beginning so we all are on the same page. Just before 1 o'clock, we got a call from a family member about a welfare check, and that they wanted us to check the house because they had not heard from his parents in a few days. So when we get there, we meet that family member, go inside, and discover there are two deceased bodies. We were investigating it from that point as an act of foul play, and we're working a double homicide. At the time, the other individual that lived there is the grandson of the victims, and we were looking for him. It's Mr. King is who we were looking for. I can tell you that because we put this out, someone called us and said, hey, I just talked to this person, gave us an idea as to where Mr. King might be. Our deputy scoured the area and located him in the Bellevue area near Blue Angel Parkway.
And did he go into custody willingly, or was there a chase, or how'd that happen? How'd that play out?
No, he was on foot. Our deputies got out with him. They placed him under arrest, and they're transporting him to the Escambia County Sheriff's Office right now. So at this point, we're not looking for anyone else. But again, the investigation continues. As you can tell, we have an active crime scene back here. We'll be here for some time trying to piece this thing together, but we do have the individual that we wanted to speak to. He is in custody at the Sheriff's Office.
Cause of death?
Again, it's still early for that, but it appears to be blunt force trauma at this time.
And what time did the welfare check happen today?
Just a little bit before 1 o'clock, sometime between 12:30 and 12:45. I don't have the exact time, but I know that I get the first call about 1 o'clock, so it would have been a couple minutes before then.
Now, I'm guessing nobody came to the door, so what was next, from an officer's perspective?
Yeah, if you remember, we had a member of the family that was there, so they made an entry into the house. We just went with them, again, to do this welfare check. And then, as you can imagine, how terrible it would be knowing that you have a loved one inside the house and then walking into that scene where not one but two of your loved ones were apparently killed.
And when was that welfare call made, and how'd that play out?
Again, I can just tell you it happened just before 1 o'clock when I got the call, so probably around 12:30 when we got the call from the family member.
Any word on the victims in terms of any identities being released at this point? Or
yeah, we're probably not going to be able to give the identities right now. We gave the identity of the grandson only because we wanted him, and we wanted to take him into custody as quickly as we possibly could to have that conversation with him. But we're not releasing the names of the victims, only that they appeared to be a married couple, and they're both deceased as a result of a homicide.
And then can you just one more time summarize how you guys got here? We had a little bit of a technical glitch.
I saw that. How we got here from the beginning?
From the first thing you said.
Just before 1 o'clock, we got the report from a family member to do a welfare check because he had not heard from his parents in some time, a couple of days. When we get here, we met that family member because he had access to the house. We went with him inside the house. Unfortunately, we discovered at that point both his mother and his father, both deceased, and then looked to be the result of a homicide. From that point on, we were looking at as a double homicide, and then the other individual that lived there or was living there off and on was Mr. King, the grandson, and that's where we put the information out, that we were looking for information so that we can contact him. And we were able to do that, and he is now at the Escambia County Jail. Okay. I'm sorry, Escambia County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
How did that arrest go, or how did it go getting him in custody?
Well, the information, whenever we put it out, someone saw it on Facebook, on our social media platform, and then they called us and said, I think I know where this person is. Our deputies were in the area, obviously. We went out there, we found him. Sure enough, that's where he was. He was on foot. We took him into custody without incident and, again, transported to the Sheriff's Office.
All right. Thank you so much.